Good morning, everyone. Am I audible and
Yes, sir.
visible?
Very good morning.
Good morning. Yeah. So, good morning, everyone. So, let's begin directly. I'm going to start with a short quiz. Okay. Whenever you know the answer, either you have to comment or you have to unmute and just say the answer. It's just a fun quiz. I'll be sharing my screen now. Yes. The first question is, what four-letter word reads the same forward, backward, and upside down? The answer is noon. Noon. Okay. Second question. If you're running in a race and you overtake a person who is in second place, what place will you be in?
Second place.
Second place is the right answer. Third question. What starts with an E and ends with an E, but usually contains one letter? It's an envelope.
Envelope.
Next question. Which word, if pronounced right, is wrong, and if pronounced wrong, is right? It's the
The
word
word
wrong.
wrong.
What belongs to you, but other people use it more than you? Very easy.
Our name.
Yeah, your name. Okay. The next question. What happens in the middle of the month in all the season except summer and happens only in the night, never in the day? What happens in the middle of the month in all the seasons except summer and happens only in the night, never in the day?
The letter N.
The letter N is the right answer. Next question. In which sports do winners move backward and losers move forward? It's tug of war. The next question. Why are 2023 pound coins worth more than 2022 pound coins? Because they are more. Okay. The number 2023 is more than number 2022. The next question. What has roads but no cars, rivers but no water, hills but no trees? It's map. A map. Next question. Okay, everyone, calculate in your mind. Take 1,000, add 40 to it. Now add another 1,000 to it. Now add 30. Add another 1,000. Now add 20. Add another 1,000. Now add 10. What is the total?
4,100.
Louder, please.
4,100.
Okay, let's see others. Others can unmute and tell you answer.
Yeah, 4,100, sir.
Yeah, 4,100 is the right answer. Okay. Which is the only planet that rotates clockwise? It's Venus. Which fruit can float in water because it's made up of 25% air?
Watermelon.
No, it's an apple. What is something you can hold in your right hand but never in your left hand?
It's a left hand.
It's your left hand. Correct answer. What always runs but never walks, often murmurs but never talks, has a bed but never sleeps? It's a river.
Winner. Okay.
What has a face and two hands but no arms or legs?
Smiley.
A clock. A clock. Okay. Next. Which word in the dictionary is spelled incorrectly?
Incorrectly.
Incorrectly is the correct answer. I am tall when I'm young, and I'm short when I'm old. What am I? The right answer is a candle.
Oh,
Some say pencil, some say cigarette also. Okay. All answers are valid. What gets wetter the more it dries? It's a towel. What can fill a room but takes up no space? It's light. If you drop me, I am sure to crack. But give me a smile and I'll always smile back. What am I?
mirror.
Mirror, yes. I'm coming to the last question. What is full of holes but holds water? It's a sponge. Thank you very much. It was just an ice-breaking session. Now I'll move directly to the slides. Okay, I hope my screen is visible.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay, now there are usually two important days in your life. Everyone's life, there are two important days. Number one is when you were born. Obviously, that's an important day. And number two is when you understand why you were born. So these are the two important days. Okay, now the number one important day was when you were born. That's already there. Today I'm going to speak about the second one to understand why you were born. So this session is more about making you all realize how how to choose the career and why choosing a career at the right age is very important. Because when you choose the right career at the right age, things will be quite easy, quite joyful. Else, what all will happen, we are going to understand. Here are some screenshots of leading newspaper. CNBC says nearly half of global employees unhappy in jobs, says the survey. Entire world, 50% of them are not satisfied with what they're doing. Okay. The Economic Times says only 20% employees satisfied with their job. Then the Times of India says 3 out of 5 employees unhappy with their job, says the Times of India. Now, it also there is also an article which I read. It says that Monday is the time where most of the suicides happen, especially in metros in Bangalore and all. They say because people tend to choose a career because it is paying high, and they end up taking loans, and that momentary pleasure they enjoy. And there comes a time where they're not happy with the job, they are not happy to go to the job. They end up into depression, and those lot of side effects happen. Too many graduates are mismatched to their job. What's wrong, says the Guardian. Too many graduates. Most of them you find, even I go through a lot of people who are mismatched to the career they are doing. And for that, they are inefficient for their life and also for the company. And these are some serious screenshots which I'm sharing. The Hindu says, the Hindu is a newspaper, student suicides rising, 28 lives lost every day. And the Times of India says 1 hour, one every hour. That means every hour, one student is killing himself. By the time this webinar is over, one student might kill himself also. Now, this is a serious problem, my dear parents and students. Career choice cannot just be a random career choice. It has to be planned. Else, there are a lot of side effects of it. There's also a screenshot which is saying that education plus career counseling is going digital. So today we do hundreds of career counseling per month through digital platform. So remember, dear parents and teachers and also students here, that career is equals to life. Now, a career begins at the age of 20, 21. Okay. By the time we are 60, so that means around 40 years of your important lifespan. If in a wrong career, what will happen? You will have a wrong life, isn't it? Out of the lifespan you have in this earth, on this earth, if your 40 years is not in the right track, then obviously your life is also not in the right track. So in this session, we are going to analyze some more facts about what is happening in our Indian education system also. It says that over 93% of Indian students between 17 to 21 age know about only 7 career options in India. For example, medicine, engineering, law. There are only 7 which comes in a mind. 93% of them know only 7. But the fact is, there are 3,000 career options in India. And for that, we need some tech to understand. In fact, a staggering 9 out of 10 people aged 21 to 65 say they regret rushing their career choices. Even me, I'm an MTech. I regret the way I chose my careers at that age. That's the reason today I'm counseling well. So out of 9 out of 10, 9 of them say that I rushed in that age. I should have taken a pause. I wish I had taken a pause and understood what suits me. Some more facts. Many waste a decade and some waste their entire life knowing who they are and what they are good at. Yeah. Impact of wrong careers. What would happen? Students suffer to understand the subject. If at all you remember your graduation days and you remember a lecture which is going on and you're not understanding anything, so that means you are in a wrong class, in a wrong college. Okay, that does not mean you're an idiot. You have chosen a course which is not your kind. I still remember again my engineering days, I used to hate. But my MTech days, I used to understand quite a bit because I had chosen MTech in production management. So management subject is something which suits me. I understood in my 30s. So if a student understand all these and at the early age, he will joyfully or she will joyfully enjoy those days in the classroom instead of bunking the class or just sitting and writing anything, taking notes. Yeah. Stress to perform against the interest. So first of all, that student is not understanding, plus the parental pressure, the peer pressure and society pressure that I have to get 90%, 70% at least, else I'm not eligible for future. So you get into stress because you're not able to perform. Always worried about what if the course doesn't work. Yeah, because you have chosen something which is trending. And what if it doesn't trend later? And anyways, I'm pushing myself to do the course. Even if you pass the course, you find difficult to perform. Because in India, everyone passes these days. There is nothing called fail. Every university is making sure that you keep on passing. That's the reason we reached a stage where 85% graduates are unemployable. Yeah. Fees may result in an expenditure that should have been an investment. So when someone chooses a course, okay, consider BBA in digital marketing, that's an investment on that person. So that should give a result, isn't it? So if he chooses a career just because it is trending, instead of becoming an investment, it becomes an expenditure or a liability. Fear of paying back the education loan. I have seen students a girl student in one region, a small town nearby my place. She was taking an education loan to do an MBA in that small village. There's a small village, and there's an MBA college there, which is nowhere ranked in the country. It's not even in thousands. Okay, for that also, she's taking education loan to do an MBA there. So people are not aware that just because you keep on getting more degrees does not mean you make more money or you get more recognition these days. So there were days where you used to get good jobs because you did some qualification. But these days, you're not even getting recognition these days. Forget about money. Okay. So impact of wrong careers or courses, what will happen? It also leads to unemployment. Okay. Many graduates are there on the road. But when they come here also for interview, we reject them on the call itself. We don't even call them for interviews because they are not fit to even introduce themselves. How will they solve the problem? Rejection from the society because you are not getting good salary, you are not in a good career position. Consider you go to your a place. Consider you are from a city of Pune, you go to Bangalore and you say your cousin that I've come to Bangalore. If you are in a reputed position, they will take off and make sure that they'll spend some time with you. Else, they'll say, okay, if I'm free, I'll call you in the evening. So this happens because you're not performing, isn't it? So consequently, one might fall victim to some serious psychiatric disease that requires complex and long-term treatment. Yeah. Students start getting into unwanted habits in search of satisfaction and happiness. There's a podcaster named Ranveer. I'm sure you all must be listening to him. He has a video where he says that when he was doing engineering, when things were not easy for him to understand, he ended up getting into habits because he wanted some pleasure that was giving him more stress because he was not enjoying. He says being in the right subjects, in the right career is very important. Else you might get into a serious habits or addictions. Coming out of that will become very, very difficult. So how people choose career these days? Based on percentage, isn't it? In India, 90% and above, people feel that if I'm an 80% plus in 10th standard, I have to do science. Not so. Yeah. Parental pressure, interest, dreams. Your parents feel that science kar lo fir dekhta hai na? Then siblings' opinion, then relatives' opinion, peer pressure. You listen to some seminar, someone came to your college and said, do engineering from this college. And you started dreaming about being in that college. Yeah. Then you watch some movies, you saw some web series. You wanted to become a police officer just because you got motivated by watching that. You watched the Dhoni and you wanted to become a cricketer. Just because you want to make money, you suddenly choose a career which is trending like AI and data science these days. Yeah. To prove people that even you can do some post graduations. So you want to be with that friend, so you join that college. I know a lot of students at that age. They join that college because I like that girl, so I'll be in that college. They do not even think of the course if that really suits them or no. Yeah. That is tend to happen at that age. So that's the reason you need some mentors who can help you choose the career that suits you. Now there are different techniques which will help you find your strength, and based on that you can choose your career. Number one technique is very, very easy and quite trendy, which is called as Ikigai. Ikigai is a Japanese lifestyle. Okay. Ikigai means finding the purpose of life. This book, I'm sure most of you must have at least seen or read somewhere. It helps you understand to find the purpose of your life. So if you see what you're good at, what you love, what the world needs, what you can be paid for, when you combine them all, you tend to understand your Ikigai. So when you read this book, you tend to understand your Ikigai, and based on that, you can choose what suits you. There is another method called as flow method. There's one psychologist who has written a book on this. He says that, again, you have to find a flow. This is the center flow here, which means he says, when you find the meaning or purpose, that is what is important to you. What is important to you? And your passion and interest, what do you love to do? And your strength, what do you do well? What do you do well and what is your passion? Everything is different. When you combine them, when you write them, when you make a Venn diagram, when all three come and meet at a point, that's called your flow. That's where you have to choose your career. This is called flow method. There's another method called as quadrant method. There are four quadrants here. Quadrant number one, which says what you love and what you're good at. Second, what do you don't love but are good at. Quadrant three, what you love and not good at. And quadrant four, what you don't love and not good at. So if you see here, what is quadrant four? The daily tasks which you do are usually at this. Okay, it could be getting up or paying some bills or any routine what you do, what you don't love and what you're not good at also. But there are a lot of things like your potential, what you love and not good at. Okay, so that means these consider you love music, but you're not good at playing it. So you want to learn. So there you start pushing yourself from quadrant three to quadrant two and to quadrant one. Now in quadrant two, what do you have? What do you have? What you don't love, but you're good at. Consider, for an example, I'm good at editing. Okay, but I don't love it. I'm good at it, but I don't like to sit and do the whole day, the same thing. Okay, so you have to understand all these quadrant and try to move towards quadrant number one, what you love and what you're good at. How this will happen is remove out of your 24 hours, the working hours are how many? Around 8 to 10 hours. In that 10 hours, if you start spending some 2 hours towards your passion and what you love, and then slowly the 2 hours becomes 3 hours, 4 hours, then that becomes 8 hours. Today, when I do career counseling, I don't see timetable because that suits me. But as an engineer, I was working in Jindal Steel, taking readings of big machines, though it looks fascinating outside, but I hated it. So I was searching for weekends. I would run away. I used to usually take offs. But when I'm in my passion and something what I'm good at, that's career counseling or managing or teaching, I don't see timetable. There are times when I'm counseling students abroad. I have started at 10 p.m. and ended at 1 a.m. also in the night. I don't see timetable. I don't see if it is holiday. I don't even remember that it's a weekend because I'm doing something which is my kind, which I like. Okay, but I understood all this at a later age. Now there is another method to use technology. That's called psychometric test. And you can find it at our website, admifit.com. Now, why technology? Technology, consider, firstly, if you see here, life expectancy in India is estimated to have gone up by 31 years in 1942, since 1942. When India got independence, the life expectancy was around 35 years to 40 years, average life expectancy. And now today it's around 68 years. So can you imagine at this age, I would have been dead also. It was that difficult back then. Now why it is better? It's because of the increase in technology in healthcare. Okay, when technology is introduced in various departments, the lifestyle becomes easy. So even in career counseling, there is a technology. I gave you some methods where you can read and explore yourself, but there is a technology also which will give you accurate result. For example, when a child at home is having fever, now there are two methods to find fever. One is this, the olden method. So father says, no, there is no fever. But the mother says, no, there is fever. Now the best way to find fever is to use thermometer and then decide to give medicine or no. Yeah. So because of this MRI, X-rays, what happened? We started becoming better and better. So similarly, there is an AI-based counseling system, with the help of which we will tell you what suits you instead of you gambling. Just like that. We'll see what next. Don't waste time, isn't it? So time to use technology or technique to choose our career. So to avoid statements in future, such as, I wish I could have, I wish I should have, I wish I knew this. So planning the right career is way better than suffering. isn't it? The suffering or not is your choice. So today I'm going to tell you all some different ways to make your career. Till now, what I've given you is just an introduction about how choosing a career is very serious. Okay. In India, as I said, 80% and above are unemployable. I'm sure most of you around you are in the same situation. So if you want to be in that 20% quota where you will be accepted by every company, or you can make your own career by building your own business, for that you need to work on your strength. So invest in knowing your strength. Stages in career counseling. So what do? We do firstly collect your data by psychometric test. So we make you go through an intense test, which will take around 45 minutes. By that, your data, your personality is analyzed. Then a pre-counseling form is given to understand what you want. Understanding the data, finally, that is the knowledge which we gain. Then we make decision that these are the things which suits you. Okay. So how does this work? It's work like this. So if you see, we analyze your personality into 7 dimensions. We understand your personality, your career interest, your career motivation, your learning style, your emotional quotient, your skills and abilities, and also your strength. So when all these come and meet at a center, that center position is called top choice. Then it's called good choice, optional, and finally avoid. Avoid means your parents could be the best lawyers in the country. Because they are lawyer, if you do law, you will suffer. Optional means because they are lawyer, you can do. Top and good are the career without any support. You can do it and you will make great career out of it. And that all can be achieved by taking a simple test where you get 35-page report. Okay. So you get to know your top choice, good choice, optional, and avoid. Out of 20 career clusters, 200 career path, 3000 occupation, detailed route map of your career, 30+ page report. You also get a dashboard access and lifetime access of the dashboard also. So, dear parents, teachers, and students, don't take chance. Random career choice is equal to gambling. Don't gamble with your life. Yeah. People with goals and purpose always live better life, isn't it? So for that, you need to understand what suits you. So here are some things about us. My name is Shrinivas and I'm a postgraduate engineering. And I'm the founder of Smart Sutra and Admifit. Admifit is an LLP company, and Smart Sutra, at Smart Sutra, what we do is we have online courses for students for soft skills and competitive exams. And at Admifit, we do career counseling. We help students get admission in study abroad. We do online degree. We do help in making admissions for banking as an assistant manager in leading banks. So we are highly rated career counseling center in North Karnataka. We have won various awards such as Innovative Educator Award, Emerging Edupreneur Award. Okay. So let us know more about study abroad and online degree. I'll just drink water. Give me 1 minute. Yeah. So let me explain more about study abroad. Okay. Now study abroad, from dream to smart career move. Study abroad is no longer just for the privileged. It's a strategic decision for success. And when I was doing my graduation, I always assumed that study abroad is for people who are very rich. But actually, to understand, when I became counselor, I understood that study abroad is a strategic decision making. For example, you are getting an opportunity to buy a land in the prime location. Okay, the cost of it is usually 2 crores and you get it for 25, 30 lakh rupees. So what you do? You do whatever jugaad possible and make sure that you invest because you know that you're going to get returns out of it. So that's the reason I'm saying that study abroad is a strategic investment at the right age. At this age, I cannot go to study abroad. But at the age which you all are in, especially when you're 18 to 25, between this age, this is golden period. This is the time where you have to invest on yourself. Then the world will come and invest on you. Yeah. To learn beyond boundaries. When you do study abroad, what happens? 5 to 10 countries, that is classmates around the world. When you are sitting in a class, you're not sitting only beside Ramesh, Sheetal, Pooja. You are sitting beside people who are from Japan, Ukraine, New Zealand, and Australia. So what happens? You understand their culture, you communicate well, and you become better day by day. You learn how to cooperate, how to build a team, okay? And you'll understand global things properly, how business and technology work worldwide. Remember, again, I will say here one important thing. Study abroad is not at all easy because you are going out of the comfort, you're paying high, and you go in a place where people are not your kind, but that makes you better. Why is aeroplane designed to fly, isn't it? But it is very safe on the airport. But if it is on only airport, it is just like a museum. It is appreciated only when it flies. So similarly, when you utilize your full potential, you take your risk and work hard, you will get the results what you deserve. Okay. This exposure makes you flexible and future ready. Something most Indian classroom still lack. Yeah. As I said, in abroad, it's not easy. Studying is not easy, but it makes you far, far stronger. After 2 years, you understand life better. And when you come back or you want to continue there for job, you understand how to do business in various countries. You come back stronger. Return home with confidence and lot of skills. So what you gain here, you gain international exposure, global thinking mindset, leadership opportunities, startup readiness. And you also get competitive edge because you don't just get a job, you get a competitive advantage. Stand out because you learned how the world works. So there in abroad, they don't give you questions and they prepare you for the exam. There it's not easy. They just give you an outline, make you learn by yourself, go and find the internship that will make you better, stronger and stronger. So when you come back with ideas in India, there are a lot of investors ready. When you come back from a very good reputed university like this, they invest on you. Or you get a good work experience there, you understand how to do business there, you go back again. So a lot of opportunities are available. Now, how to get into study abroad? There are multiple ways. Okay. So firstly, the traditional way is to prepare for entrance exams like IELTS, GRE, GMAT, TOEFL. Okay. So these are the standard exams which you're still doing your graduation or in 11th, 12th, you can start preparing for it. But nevertheless, there are universities, top universities, who just check your 12th marks and they take your admission also. In 12th, they should be English. And they also interview you. The university will directly interview you and do some assessment test. Without any other test, they directly take you. Now, IELTS and GRE, the entrance exams itself will cost you 15 to 20,000 rupees. So instead of that, there are other ways where you can directly enter for study abroad. Okay. So don't let a fear of entrance exam stop you. People say it is very difficult. I cannot score this, that. No, there is one boy who has gone to France without giving any IELTS exam also. Okay. Universities too are more flexible these days because they can directly talk to you online to understand whether you are fit enough for study abroad or no. Okay. As I said, golden age, 18 to 25-year-old. If you are between this age, this is the age to take risk on yourself and to become better and stronger. Build network across the world. Don't be rigid to be only with this friend. I will be with only these kind of people. What if I go there? What if the racism happens? What if you do your research? There are safer countries safer than India also. I'll give you some options here. Okay. You develop independence, then you find the perfect mix also. that whether you are fit enough to be in that country or should I be come back to India. You understand all that at very young age. So the trending countries are obviously USA, UK, and Canada. Okay, because you get uh, an opportunity to stay back also. But these days, what is trending? Trending is Dubai and Singapore also. Okay, and as they are very safe, a lot of Indians are trying to go towards this, and all the global universities are investing in making better campuses in these countries. Okay, like Dubai. Australia's best university has made a campus in Dubai. Singapore's best university has made a campus in Dubai. So it all depends what you want. And for that, we have a technology where we feed your percentage of your 10th, 12th graduation, and we understand your income, and we understand your interest, your university type or subject type. The system will directly give you which are the countries you are eligible for. Okay. So a decision that shapes your future. So if you want world-class education, obviously study abroad is the best choice for you. And in this 1 hour webinar, you will not understand more. If you feel that you can fit into this, our counselors will talk to you. You can talk to them and understand which suits you. Okay. Now I'll come to the next segment, which is called as online degree. Now, online degree, it's trending these days. Any match, cricket match, you see online degree advertisement. Now, why this is trending? Education started around 100, 150 years before, isn't it? The college, the campus, the universities. So things change. Things cannot be constant. So things are changing. So today, it's an era of online degree. Now, why online degree? We'll understand. Transforming education through flexibility, quality, and global opportunity. Okay. Now, why? I'll explain one by one. So 6 compelling reasons to choose online degree. Firstly, you are going to do it from top NAC A plus accredited universities such as MET, Jain, and Manipal. Consider you are in a city called some city called Hubli. You don't have Manipal, Jain, or MET big universities brands in that place. Still, you can get a degree from these top universities, which are NAC A plus. Okay, and they are equal to the offline degree. You are getting it from the same university. The second option is the classes are on weekends, on Saturdays and Sundays. And if at all you miss, you get access of recording through LMS, the learning management system. Even if you miss the class, you can finish the courses by watching videos of the live class. Work while you study. Now, this is the best thing. Consider you are someone who is a digital marketer, or you go and record things of people, and you edit and you make videos. Okay, you are a digital content maker. So people like you can do BBA in mass media and communication online. Okay, so by this what happens? 3 years you are working, you are earning money, and these 3 years you are doing an online degree which is related to your job, what you're doing. So after 3 years, what happens? You are far better than an MBA guy also, because you have earned money, you know how money is made, plus you're having the graduation. Then again, you can go for study abroad after that. You can do anything. Okay. Then equal recognition. As I said, it is UGC approved. So it is accepted for appearing for UPSC exam, government job, or you want to go for study abroad. After this, you can do it. And if it is very affordable, as the classes are happening online, no building cost. The cost is less than 1/4 of the main fees. Okay. If a college usually takes 20 lakh, it is taking around 1.5 lakh rupees for an MBA course. And global opportunities also. There are many top universities from USA, UK, Switzerland, Greenland. They are offering MBA courses. They are offering doctorate in business management courses. Okay. That too at very affordable prices, which are far, far better than in Indian universities also. Now, as I said, the leading universities for online degree in India are MET, Jain, and Manipal, and we can help you get admission for these colleges. The trending courses these days are MBA for online. I'm saying trending. I'm not saying these are the only. MBA, MCA, doctorate in business administration, BBA, and BCA. Okay, there are different courses such as BBA in healthcare, okay, then MA in psychology, MA in English. There are so many other courses, but these are the trending courses in India and abroad. And the financial advantage, as I said, you are going to save 90% on education costs. So instead of just going to degree and wasting your time, anyways, the attendance there is usually 80 to 90% people are going to bunk. Instead of that, instead of wasting hostel fees and a lot of other fees, expenses, start working, start helping your parents, okay, and do online degree, which is far, far better because you know why you're studying. Because when you're working, you will understand the importance of education. So you study better. Yeah. So I recommend you all to go for online degrees, either for Indian universities or abroad universities. Your future starts today. Globally recognized and career advancement programs in online degree. I have just explained you. Okay. Now I'll be explaining a little bit about a career in banking sector. Now, career in banking sector. When I say banking, people start imagining about bank exams when they see such posts. IBPS vacancy, 10,000 posts, 64,000 salary. When such announcement is made, people start rushing towards cyber cafe and they start applying for these posts. But if you see, it's a trap or it's an opportunity we are going to understand. For an example, this year, SBI PO released 551 vacancy. Great post, okay? Probationary officer, 41 post across India. The salary is around 70 to 80,000 rupees. The applicants were 6,57,000. So for this much post, there were these many applications. Okay. And the fees for that was 750 rupees. So what happens here is only 45 to 60% people appeared for the exam. 50% people did not even appear. Okay. And the people who get selected for the mains out of 6 lakhs are only 5 to 6,000 people. Interview stage, only 1,600 to 1,800 people reach. And finally, 541 people are selected. So that means what? Again, there is an example of SBI, IBPS PO, 850 application fees, vacancies were 10,000 and applicants were 10 lakh. This happened this year, okay? Whatever I'm saying, it's data from ChatGPT. This year, this happened. So for 551 posts, 6.5 lakh applied, 3 to 4 lakh attained, 6,000 reach mains, 1,600 face interview, and finally only 541 selected. Now, estimated revenue in this process of selection, you know how much money SBI earns? 345 crore. These many money is earned by SBI and through IBPS 600 crores. So in India, people tend to believe that government jobs just apply, let's see, banking just apply, let's say. Just because of that let's see attitude, you're giving so much money to the government here. So instead of that, we need to plan our career. Okay. Now, if you see here, I'll just come down to tell you that success rate in any competitive exams in India is just 0.08%. Okay, is just 0.08%. So it means that you can't clear any exam by luck. Those days are over. Just appear, let's see. It will not happen. So should we not apply? Apply only when you're prepared. If you are someone who is preparing from first year degree, then you can take 1 year gap and prepare for this. But if you start preparing after your degree, you're going to waste a lot of time where the success rate is 0.08%. Instead of that, if you do business, your success rate is still higher. Yeah. Check if competitive exam suits you, the stages in getting selected. First, if you at all you feel that competitive exam suits you, then you can start preparing. Take mock test, score at least 70% and above in the test, then start applying. Okay. The best time to start preparing for competitive exam is first year degree onwards. Now, what we do is in Smart Sutra, we give courses on these for banking, SSC, railway, valid for 1 year. And the course price starts from 290 rupees only. Okay, all these course link will be shared to you. Then remember, as you are attending this webinar, you're going to get free courses worth 5,000 rupees. Okay, our team members will call you and share you some link. If you fill that, you will get 5,000 rupees course worth free. And affordable online courses for banking, SSC, railway, which I said, all these courses you'll be getting. And through Admifit, the services which we offer are career counseling with AI technology. Okay, if at all you want to take career counseling, you can tell our counselors, they will tell you all the details related to career counseling. So any course, any country abroad, we will make sure that you get the admission with a lot of scholarships also. Okay, when you join through us, you get scholarship. We help you for visa end to end, even till your airport booking, your hostel booking, everything we help you in this. And in online degree, any online degree you want to do at affordable price, we have courses starting from 50,000 to 3 to 4 lakhs also in online degree. Okay, which is valid and recognized by the UGC and worldwide also. And if you want to make a career as an assistant and manager in any leading bank, then we will help you get into that also. So all these will be explained by our team members when you talk to them one-on-one. So this was all about how to choose a career that suits your personality. I hope you all had a good time. And instead of me talking to you all again, asking some questions, our team members only will call you directly. And any questions you have, you can talk to them. So that's it, everyone. Thank you very much for attending. All the best.
Thank you, sir.